Alright guys, welcome to Comic Crypto Stock. I'm Jason, and today we are going to be talking about a cryptocurrency portfolio, setting up our hypothetical portfolio. So what we got here is we're working with a $20,000 initial investment. Now if you guys want to do less than that, you can just go by the percentages I have here. One thing you want to maybe take into account, Coinbase fees, Bittrex fees. If you're trying to invest a very small amount, then you maybe just rather, instead of doing that, pick one and put it all into one of these. Obviously Bitcoin is the one that everyone's heard of. Alright, so we need to have some Bitcoin in our portfolio. Ethereum, maybe not everyone has heard of that. I actually prefer Ethereum over Bitcoin because it has more uses. It can be used to set up platforms, run decentralized apps. It can support other tokens, which are other things that are really important when it comes to the ICOs. I really like Ethereum. Okay, Bitcoin Cash is a fork of Bitcoin, which I know this gets to be kind of a little bit confusing. So it's a fork of Bitcoin. It's been doing really good lately, so we definitely want to have a little bit of Bitcoin Cash. Ripple is another one that has the potential just because it's a really fast cryptocurrency. There's a couple hedge funds. There's a $100 million hedge fund that is going to use Ripple as their base currency. Okay, so there's some big movers that are using Ripple. So it's another one that we're going to want to have in our portfolio. Litecoin has been really on the move lately. Litecoin was actually, I believe, the second cryptocurrency really to come around. Shortly after Bitcoin, they wanted to make one that was a little bit faster, so they called that Litecoin. New Economy Movement. When I first heard about this one, it was going for 22 cents. Unfortunately, I didn't get it at that. I got it at 72 or 3 cents. It's gone up from there. It was pushing even $1 today. It's settled back down. New Economy Movement is like Ethereum 2.0. So they've really tried to make the process of using the New Economy Movement for businesses and stuff like that a lot more simple. Okay, so Ripple is like a faster version of Bitcoin. Ethereum is like, it gives you a lot of other capabilities. It's not just a cryptocurrency. And New Economy Movement is like an updated version of Ethereum. This is really user-friendly. This is like, you're going to have to really be a programmer to use this. Like a small business is going to be more apt to be able to use this because they're not going to be able to afford to hire a computer programmer. Alright, so, and we've used all the values for this date, and where I like to go to check the values is, I believe it's coinmarketcap.com. I'm going to have a couple screenshots so you can see all the different values that we have, how we figured out the calculations. Here are the amount of Bitcoin we're going to have. So each of these are a $4,000 investment, so we're going to get a little bit less than a quarter of a Bitcoin. We're going to get a little bit more than 5 Ethereum. We're going to get just under 1 Bitcoin Cash. And with the Ripple, we're going to get a good amount, 4,000 of them. With the Litecoin, you're going to get 9 and change. And with the New Economy Movement, we're up at that kind of 3,600. These ones here, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash just got added to Coinbase, and I believe Litecoin also is on Coinbase. Those you can all buy from Coinbase. And your Ripple and your New Economy Movement is a little bit trickier. You're going to have to either buy Bitcoin or Ethereum. You're going to have to set up another account at Bittrex, and then you're going to transfer from Coinbase to Bittrex. And then once you do that, then you can exchange on the Bittrex exchange to trade for the Ripple and the New Economy Movement. It's a little bit confusing. Maybe I'll do another video on how to do that trade. But what I'm going to tell you is you're going to get these big, long numbers for your wallets. You want to make sure you write them down carefully. Take your time. And when you're transferring either your Bitcoin or Ethereum over to Bittrex, do a small amount first. Don't send all of it, because if you make any type of mistake, it's gone. and you do not want to do that. So you want to type this in your computer, cut and paste, send a small amount, wait for it to get there, then okay, I've done it right, and then send the rest, okay? Because the last thing I want you to do is take $4,000 of Bitcoin, you mess up something in your wallet, and now it's gone, and basically you're just out your investment. I don't want that to happen, okay? Same thing once you actually have your Ethereum and or Bitcoin in Bittrex, and you're going to trade for your Ripple or for your new economy movement, you need to do a small trade first. Okay, you start putting in there's a whole bunch of zeros. You're trading, one Ethereum for all these crazy zeros. You got to make sure you type it in right. Make sure you do it right. Do a small amount first as practice. Okay, we got it. We did it right. Then go ahead and complete the rest of your trade. It's just the safe way to do it, especially if this is your first time playing with cryptocurrencies. Please just take your time, take those few extra steps, make sure that you complete the transaction, it goes the way you need it to go before you do the rest of your investment into these other cryptocurrencies. We're also going to be looking at ICOs as they're coming up. I'm looking at a bunch of them right now. There's like 500 coming out. I think there's like 126 that are kind of live within the next month. We're not going to invest in all of them. I'm going to try to pick about one or two ICOs that I'm going to recommend. And with our hypothetical portfolio, when I start adding the ICOs, we're going to figure a $500 investment. And like I said, if you need to scale that up, scale that up. But I'm trying to think like, what the most people are going to be under, most people maybe can't do 20,000, maybe they have to do a little bit less. There's some people out there might want to do 200,000, okay? We'll just, use these percentages off of what you're doing. When it comes to the ICOs, a lot of them have minimums, they may have a minimum of $100 or $250. So if you're trying to scale this down by 10%, that might not work with some of the ICOs. You might have to do $100 or $250 investment. The ICOs are where the money is. Even though most of you probably haven't heard about these are the large cap cryptocurrencies. Each one of these has market caps in the billions. Okay, so when we're looking at these cryptocurrency ICOs, we're looking at anywhere from 15 million to maybe 50 million market cap when they ICO. So just tiny amounts compared to this. So that's where we can have that huge growth, where that $500 investment can turn into $5,000, $20,000, $100,000. I mean, these type of numbers can happen. So we're gonna try and pick the best ones so we have the best chance to get those really nice rates of return. And then, probably when we do hit on some of those, we're gonna take some of that money out, because just because it goes up huge doesn't mean that it can't go back down and to be nothing. And hey, when we make money, we want to take it and protect it. So we may even be revisiting this as some of these ICOs start to hit. We may sell a little bit of them off, come back in, reinvest into our core over here. Anyway, so I'm figuring we're gonna check this once a month. We'll see where our portfolio is standing. We up or we down as we start adding ICOs. It's going to be fun, and hopefully you guys can learn something, and hopefully you guys are able to take advantage of the recommendations and make some money. That's going to do it for today's video. Go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get important updates, especially if we're changing anything on here. If I'm going to tell you to sell something, that's an update you're going to want to get. Comment if anyone knows of any ICOs that I need to look at to make a video on. Please throw it in the comment section. You can email me also, comicryptostock@gmail.com. And I'm Jason. Thanks, guys.